Yeah, we would normally not tell you that there was a podcast happening. Like, I was classy enough to let you know,
but
so you can wear your nice jungle shirt.
Yeah,
that's right.
Chain is cool too.
Yeah, it's all handsome.
This doesn't come off.
Oh, nice. Is it one of those things that's soldered on?
No, I just have forgotten about it. It's been a year.
So here we are at what's Great Hair Studios in Flatbush, Brooklyn.
You forgot
with Gavin.
Gavin Chops.
How you doing?
Gavin Chops. He's a drummer, so you know he's got the chops.
He's a drummer. He's a DJ. He owns a record label. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's like a Renaissance dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so naturally, we're having him here to talk with Jason and Joel Jordan.
Yeah, why not?
Brothers.
Why not?
And,
it's been a long time.
Yeah,
solidify his reputation. No, it's funny. Gavin hit me up the other day and was like, "Yo, I haven't seen you in a long time." I go, "I know, I haven't seen you in a long time."
Correct.
And what better way to catch up than just to record it and talk shit with you?
Yep.
So thanks for coming through. And he rode his bike
pleasure.
here.
You rode your bike?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best way.
This guy used to be a warrior. He would like when I had my office in Midtown Manhattan. He'd just show up. Like, how'd you get here? He's like, the bike. Coming from Williamsburg, like trepping over the Williamsburg Bridge, and
gotta stay moving.
Yeah, man. That's how you're in such
moving.
good shape.
Yeah, it looks like you're healthy.
Yeah, he's very healthy. Are there a couple pack artists that we could look at videos from right now?
Yeah, I mean, Internet Girl. I mean,
Okay, so
Girl
set this one up. What is which
so
Internet
fire.
Girl record do you want to play and video do you want to play?
I guess Every Man for Himself is pretty fire.
Okay.
Also, there's one called Cokehead, which is pretty good.
That sounds pretty good too.
I mean, they're all the songs are insane. All the videos are insane. It's all filmed in South Africa, so like a American dollar goes a lot farther there.
Right.
So we were able to really they're able to really make some amazing stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we should just watch all of it.
How did you discover this band from South Africa, if you don't mind me asking?
It was actually my partner Jet who discovered them. Mm-hmm. They were actually signed to R&R.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then they stopped working with R&R, and Jet had a relationship, was talking with them, and then after a while of like just talking, they ended up wanting to work with us.
You guys are handsome people.
Yeah. When they got on a Zoom, it's like no denying it.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
What is somebody else we can perform as we can play a video from as well if we get into a couple songs? Anybody else have any videos?
Is there any love language music that we can also play?
Yeah, we could play. We have a cool live session of one of our songs on YouTube.
That sounds good.
You know, we were going like I love Parcells, and like they have a video of them like playing live in the studio. So we kind of like took that idea and like to also show our musicianship once again.
Good, let's do it.
You know, that one's pretty cool to look at.
What song are you performing? You're performing multiple songs.
It's called Find Yourself. I always forget song titles.
All right, well, let's play that one.
Yeah. We got a love language song coming up right now. So I was asking you some questions before this, and I don't mean to get ahead of ourselves, but how did we meet? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I just remember being in your office
a lot.
Yeah, and just hanging out in the office and just showing you music.
Yeah, it was always great.
Yeah, getting lunch, hanging out. I think that's how I met you too.
Yeah, I think it was
lunch together.
Was that outside of Universal?
Yeah, I think so.
It was probably even Disney.
Went to
Disney.
I don't know.
Did you know me when I was working at the publishing company?
I think it was I think it was Republic.
Yeah, I just remember.
Maybe it was Republic.
Yeah, standing on the street.
It seems like I've known you a lot longer than that, but I don't know. Just maybe because I like you so much.
Time is a weird thing.
Time is a weird thing, man.
There are people I've known a lot longer that I don't like as much as you.
So that matters, right? Like, so in mass, you know, you get the points.
But no, I mean, the thing about Gavin is he's always been involved in the music and was always showing me things that were really cool that I didn't necessarily know about. And you know, what is like, bring us up to speed. I mean, not to dive right into it, but like, at that point you were doing management, right?
Yes, management.
So it started in management. Right?
Everything started in management, which I didn't know. I had no idea what that meant. I don't know what management was. I just wanted to work with artists.
Exhausting job.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna be. It's like, at the time I was managing Rafe.
Right. Right. White Cliffs.
Yeah, one of my best friends, and I was just like, I kind of have some small connections right now. Be a manager and see what I can do, and I had no idea what the music industry was, what any of the laws were, what anything is. So
I think that's kind of refreshing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go into it butt
you're
naked.
willing to take risks as a result of not knowing what's right or wrong.
You just kind of do. You just kind of make it happen.
You were cool, man.
Yeah.
You never did anything to disrupt the flow, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. So it started in management and then built a management company, and we were doing everything like on our own, just through a distributor called Believe Digital at the time.
Right.
And we were able to build things up like independently to like 300 million streams.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
With all of the records that you guys were managing, right? All the artists that you were managing?
Yeah.
300 million streams. Was that over a year or many years?
It was over a couple years,
Yeah.
and a couple like big projects. Like the guys I work with, my other co-founders are absolutely beasts.
Yeah.
So the three of us together just really were able to make some things happen.
Yeah. Created Voltron.
Yeah, and then we got interest to start someone asked us, do you want to start a label under us? And
Right.
that got us thinking. We're like, damn, should we do a label? We get to work with more artists. We get to, show like what we do, to the world. And
Sure.
You don't have to manage them all.
yeah, exactly. And that was like, the management relationship is like, it's meant to be a lifelong thing.
Of course.
The label allowed us to work on like just on a project basis.
That's awesome.
And that's how the label was born. A couple conversations.
That's awesome.
Some negotiations, and we signed a funding deal right as COVID started.
Of course.
Good timing, man. I remember when you and Sky, who's one of your partners in, what is it, Pack Records?
Yes.
So Pack, RECS. Pack Rex.
Pack Rex, baby.
Which is a great name. I love. They have a little bear as a logo.
Yes.
I'm assuming because you guys are like a pack, right?
Yeah, we're a pack. It's a family. When we used to have Slack, we don't use Slack anymore. Everyone had like their spirit animal, and so everyone was called the.
What was your spirit animal?
I was Bear.
He's been bear as long as I've known him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've gotten really hairy, and I'm feeling like that too.
You guys can compete on beard.
I
of the
think
month.
so. The beard is pretty mighty.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
It's got some mass.
I change
He
this all
doesn't
the
have
time.
any gray in his beard, though.
No, dude. Just
Not yet.
You have no children.
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing else.
There you go, man.
Not that I know about.
So your spirit animals were all on the Slack channel.
Yes, and that kind of just
fantastic.
evolved over time. The name was Bear and Owl at first.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I remember
and
that.
then it moved to Pack Records. It's more inclusive. We can invite all the animals
All the
in.
pack.
Yeah, I
The
think
whole
that's
pack,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Join our pack.
So it takes up a lot of time.
Good on you, man. No, I know how much.
We know how hard it is to release records and deal with artists on a daily basis, but I mean, honestly, it's a pleasure. I mean, what else would we be doing with our lives where we could actually talk to musicians on a daily basis and work with people and help them
Talk about music.
deploy music and listen to it and have an opinion about it.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It is a
It's
blessing.
a
It is a
Yeah,
blessing.
I love all the artists that I get to work with and interact with and become friends with too.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
Yeah.
Is there like how do you like follow Pack Records on Instagram? Is it like pretty obvious?
At pack.rex.
Okay, cool. That was
There you
easy.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And
cool. So
pack.pub, pack.management,
awesome. So if there's
Snagged
any
all the
artists out
handles.
there, check it out. You
Yeah.
know?
No, I think your releases are awesome. I mean, so who are some of the people that you guys have signed in the last few years?
Some of our newest signings the newest signing overall is this artist, Sophia Stell.
Okay.
She's incredible, based out of Vancouver. Just has she kind of sounds like 070 Shake, but I think cooler. I think she's got
Okay.
like this amazing voice.
Awesome.
Internet Girl, who's from
I know
South
them.
Africa.
That's
They're
awesome.
absolutely blowing up right now.
Fantastic.
They're having a huge moment. South Africa is really embracing them. They're punk as fuck, and I can't wait till they
like
come to
that.
the States. Yeah.
Killer.
Who else? We have this artist, Glimgy, who's more electronic, based out of UK, and also Maya Randall, who's based out of the UK. And then we signed myself too. I have
Good.
my own project called Love Language.
Yeah,
that's a great
great name.
Yeah, so those are a few of the signings.
Yeah, we were just prior to this recording, we were listening to some of the Love Language music.
That's what I walked in on. That's
yeah,
pretty
you
cool.
did. Yeah,
Oh,
Joel,
man, that's
Joel was
totally
so
dope.
late that he walked in on a
Danceable.
listening session.
Yeah,
but the
so-
music's slamming, and they use live bass. There's a live drummer. Are you playing drums?
I'm playing drums, not on that track, but you know, me and my partner who we make music with, we are both, you know, musicians at heart, and we don't want to be known as like DJs, you know.
Sure. Yeah,
so we have a couple videos of us playing live on YouTube,
Cool.
but we play our music in the club. So we're trying to show like the club side and our musician side. We're not just like, you know.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah, thank you.
I think you
Yeah,
nailed
it's
it.
a
I
good
was like,
balance.
wow, is it bass live? I mean, it sounds like got a swing to it.
Yeah.
So it's not like gridded out. It's like copy paste the verse, and it's just like perfect precision. It doesn't have that, which I love.
I also like when bass lines have variety, you know, variation.
Well, it definitely sounds like somebody playing, and you can tell.
Yeah,
It sounds awesome.
My partner Andreas is the bass master. He kills that shit.
Looking
Are
forward
you guys
seeing
going to be
it.
performing anytime soon?
I mean, we DJ pretty much every weekend.
Cool.
We're playing tonight.
I'll come out.
We're playing on Saturday. We're playing next Friday.
Get
Friday
me on the
after
list,
that,
dude. I mean,
anytime you want.
you know,
Plus five.
Plus
plus
five.
five.
I got
We
you.
come in.
Bring the whole family.
Yeah.
Jason and I used to roll into clubs at like 5 a.m. wearing all white. And we
Oh,
look
yeah, that was
look like
the best.
angels and shit.
Yeah, we
and, like,
would. We would show up to like a rave, like in a Brooklyn Armory, like everyone's just sweating,
Covered in
on
dirt.
ecstasy, rolling, and just like covered in shit. And we would roll in at like 5 a.m, wearing like fresh new clothes, just having woken up from a nap.
Yeah.
And people were like, "You look like angels."
We can do that again, man. We can do that for you.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Bring whoever you want.
We'll do
You're always
that.
invited.
Man,
You're always
I haven't
invited.
been. I haven't had my ears hurt in a while. So that's good, man.
That's
I'm,
excellent.
I'm happy
How
you're
did
carrying on.
how did you get into the DJing stuff?
I've been DJing since I was like 13 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I went to summer camp, as most Jews do, and I met like my counselors were all from like England and Scotland,
Oh, wow.
and
That's awesome.
Ireland, and I'd be getting in trouble all the time, so I wasn't able to like go out and hang with the kids at night. So I'd be in the bunk, and my counselors were all listening to like hardstyle,
Nice.
drum and
Nice.
bass. Like this was back in like 2005, 2006.
Killer.
And I immediately just like got super into electronic music. Got home, I was like, "Mom, please buy me a controller." I had a controller, and I started
That's so
DJing
cool.
and pulling up to parties with a strobe light and a fog machine.
I'm making the party.
Yeah, and no one was really into like electronic music yet
Yeah.
until like this whole Skrillex thing
Yeah,
happened in
true.
2009,
Right.
10. Calvin Harris, all that stuff started going off. So. For a while, no one really understood, and now it's obviously massive. So
It'd be still good if you pulled up on your bike with a disco
With
ball.
a disco ball and like
controller, and ready to
You
go.
know, I
Just
found the inflatable rave tape.
Oh my God!
tape
Joel last night sends me a text, or sends Mike and I and our whole group a little text, and it's an inflatable club,
rave tent. Yeah,
nightclub
Yeah,
from
it's
Amazon.
It's 30 feet long by 20 feet high, or no, 20 feet wide by 13 feet tall.
send me
Holds
a
about
link.
what, 60
It's
people?
bananas, and it's $1,000.
I need the
It's
link.
$1,700
And
first of all.
it looks dark as shit in there. When
It
you're,
does. It looks
when
like a
you're-
fire trap
When
is what it
you're,
looks
oh
like
no,
to
it
me.
looks like a fire trap. You're gonna people climbing out the windows when the thing lights on fire, like from somebody smoking a
Inflatable,
cigarette.
yeah.
But it looks like you
Infl-
could put a few of them together and make like a decent ambient.
It
room,
looks
you know.
like something that should be at like a festival.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but for a temporary like medical shelter. not a club.
But yeah, it's pretty
amazing.
fantastic. I'll send you the link, man.
Yeah,
you know,
an inflatable
but,
nightclub.
You know,
So-
make sure to support us. Use our Temu store. Isn't that what they got now? Or no, TikTok stores and Temu
Yeah,
codes,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
make sure you use my Temu code.
Yeah, no, we don't have that.
No,
don't
not
have
yet. Not yet. But
But that's awesome, and you get to play your own records like we talked about. So
Yeah.
you actually get to see in real time what people are reacting to.
Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, I just like music is my life, so just like seeing people react to my music is incredible.
Yeah.
Just react to songs I find on the
Yeah,
internet is
right.
incredible. Like, you know, sometimes I'll play some really weird shit. And
Yeah, I believe
if people like go like crazy, I'm like, okay, cool.
That's
like
awesome.
we're in. Yeah.
It's good to have a unique style, man. It's good to have good taste. I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's sort of what DJs are supposed to have is good taste.
and an
Yeah.
good
You know.
interaction with their public.
Yeah, well, also making sure that they know what moves a crowd.
Yeah, 100%. I heard this really funny thing. They're like, you know, there's so many DJs now because it's super accessible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was like the guys were like, there's DJs and then there's aux romanticizers.
I heard that too. I watched that on
so
Instagram.
funny. Yeah, just people
was
who
like-
just want to like play the music that they like to hear.
There's like a really great podcast that this guy films on the subway.
Yeah, it's the hot take one.
That's what it is. Yeah, this guy's like
I-
filming
I
things
was
on the
dead.
subway, and the guy's
Yeah.
like, There's DJs. He's like, I'm a DJ. I'm not an aux lover or whatever.
Aux romanticizer.
Oh, yeah, romanticizer. And it's like, but there's also a boiler room that you have to watch with what's his name?
Or Young Lean.
Young Lean.
Yeah.
Young Lean playing at Boiler Room in Miami.
Yeah.
And he just brings an iPod and an aux cable.
Yeah, he just doesn't. Yeah.
No, but it's amazing. He just plays hip hop record after hip hop record after hip hop record, and it's like, but it's, I would expect nothing other than that from Young Lean.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. There's no mixing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Plays one song all the way through, cues up another one, plays it all the way through, in like a massive club in Miami for Winter Music. That was amazing. So, you know, also I'd known you as a drummer as well. So like you were touring with Chelsea Cutler for a long time.
Yeah.
How did that come to be, and what happened with that?
I mean, that was a crazy thing. I mean, I was just drumming in my apartment. I was playing with Rafe and his band, White Cliffs. Yeah. And I was practicing every day, and they just happened to be looking for a sub. And at the time I was working for Fuga, actually.
Oh, right.
And
music distributor.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I need to go on vacation, taking a week off. And I went on like a tour, a mini tour with Chelsea. I didn't tell them I was going on tour.
Right.
And I got back, and then they hit me up a month later, being like, "We need a sub again. Are you available?" I was like, "Oh, I need to take another vacation." I went on another week-long tour. I opened up for like Halsey and shit. It was
That's awesome.
Amazing.
It was crazy. It was biggest.
Those
crowd.
venues looked huge as well.
Yeah, it was big. And then a month later, Chelsea called me and was like, "Hey, like, do you want to be? I'm going on tour tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Do you want to come?" And I was like, "I'll call you back in an hour."
I got to quit my job.
I called my boss. I was like, got an opportunity I can't refuse.
Yeah.
And I left for tour.
That is so wild, man.
And 4 years went by. And
It was 4 years with her.
4 years.
Wow, man.
That's great, man.
It was so much fun.
That's amazing.
What
What is she doing now?
She's still making music and touring. Yeah,
Okay.
one of my best friends still plays with her too.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
I guess that drumming overlapped with like Pac.
Yeah.
And all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's really good.
this guy's got a
timing
lot going on.
It's good timing that you got out of the real job and got to focus on creating your thing while you were doing art.
That is his
100%.
real job.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
you got
yeah.
to create this real job for yourself.
Absolutely.
While you had the getting away from the not the Fuga super corporate, but
Yeah.
getting away from the real job.
I loved working at Fuga, by the way.
Yeah,
Just putting it
amazing.
out there. It was great.
That's
Yeah.
good. You guys all have a solid background in
Yeah.
distribution. I know your partner Jet was at Believe for a long time. And
Everyone was in distro.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. So you know how the functions of streaming work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we know when people are bullshitting us.
Yeah, exactly. So do we. Yeah, that's a good skill set to have.
So you're DJing now. Are you guys going to be touring and getting outside of New York City at all?
I think so. I mean, we did a gig up in Montreal in February.
Fantastic.
I love Montreal.
Perfect time to go too.
It was so cold. Yeah. We definitely plan on starting to branch out in New York. We don't want to get stuck in like the club cycle here.
Yeah, right.
Because it's kind of like, oh, new club open, like everyone rushed to go play that club,
Sure.
and you kind of get lost in the scene. So
Yeah.
we're definitely trying to branch out. We'll probably go down to Mexico City, play some
Amazing.
shows,
Fantastic.
Los
That's good.
Angeles, Chicago. The goal is after we drop the EP is probably get like an agent and kind
Yeah.
of.
Will
That
you
would
bill
be good.
yourself as love language?
Yeah, love language.
Okay, great.
Me and my partner that we make music with, we both do our own DJing as well, like
Yep.
under Gavin Chops, and
Yeah.
he DJs under Christos. So, because we don't want to like oversaturate the market by constantly being like love language. We want
right,
it to be
Sure.
like special when we play. So
Yeah.
Right.
we also DJ a lot separately as well.
Got it.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you got any? You know about Indie Week next week in Manhattan?
I'm well aware I won't be there though.
Okay. Just
He's like,
wondering.
that's more for my partners.
No, I was just wondering, like, who's the person on the street? We're going to plan on taking.
We'll probably see Sky. We'll probably see Jet.
Yeah, we do see some of your guys around town sometimes with
Yeah.
these things. I never
Give
see
them
you.
high-
but
give them high
that's good,
fives and
'cause
grab a coffee.
you're behind the scenes.
I'm I wouldn't say behind the scenes. I just like
He doesn't like to schmooze as much.
I'm the least industry person.
Got it, man.
That is actually true. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Least industry
I like
person.
being with the artists more.
Yeah.
I just relate with them more. It's not that I don't like hanging out with people in the industry. I have a lot of friends in the industry. I just like I'd rather just like be with people making music, or like I don't want to talk about sales of records.
Yeah, no doubt. No, the creative side is much more exciting.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but somebody's got to sell
market strategy on this, man.
I don't want to talk about that.
I want to talk about making music too.
I want to talk about like what makes an artist feel good and put them in a place where they can
awesome.
Create the best stuff that they can.
That's
man,
fantastic.
speaking my language.
Yeah,
we love it. That's exactly what we're trying to do as well, without being a label.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. I think
we'll keep it short.
we did a nice little wham bam kind of quick one, which I like.
Yeah.
You spacing out, Joel?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to gather if there was anything else that I
Look, you were having an acid flashback.
Oh no, it was just like
You look stunned.
Are you asking me questions?
Yeah, Joel.
I'm just trying to gather my mind to see if there's any other things I wanted to ask you, like right now, or if there's anything you want to promote specifically.
Ask me anything.
If there's anything you want to promote specifically that we haven't asked you or talked about.
The music industry in the next 10 years.
That's such a
loaded question.
That's a loaded, lofty question.
I guess we'll see in 10 years.
Well, I mean, like in 10 years, I mean, blah blah blah.
I don't care as long as people are making music.
There you go.
There you go, man.
That's the whole thing with the AI thing. Is I'm like, it should be a supportive mechanism for humans and not a replacement.
Yeah, we've been using AI to produce. We'll like make our own samples. So it'll be
really?
like, yeah, there's a couple applications, I forget what they're called right now, but
you're not really making them.
Yeah. Well, I will type in like make a 1950s like string orchestra, and then it'll make it, and then we'll like rip it and put it into Logic and flip it, and so it's like we make our own samples of stuff.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
That sounds killer.
The AI is like, stop using me.
Yeah. It actually makes sick old vocals too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow, that's
Make
awesome.
this sound like a bluesy guy that smoked like 50 cigarettes a day.
100%. Yeah. You can do that.
What applications are you using for
I
this?
don't remember.
He doesn't remember. He said, "Bro,
okay,
stop."
I could pull up on my
him, man.
computer.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't want to give away your back.
We'll give it. Listen, we'll get it out of him after the camera goes off.
Yeah. He doesn't remember right now. He doesn't remember for our thousands of viewers, for our 75 subscribers.
This is heavily watched in archival mode.
Yeah.
So
although when we do a YouTube live, some people get more excited about that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Like if we went live right now, we get like.
I think next week
at
we'll
least
do some
10
Vox
people.
Pop stuff at the some Vox Pop stuff at Indie Week, and
we need to do more man on the street.
We're definitely not like industry schmoozers, but we do get a lot of love, and so
When we were in Nashville, we were meant to
interesting.
like post up in like a corner and try to just get some really quick interviews, but it wasn't going to be
I mean, the
possible.
best idea is you put a table in the corner that says interviews today or meetings today.
No, this is Joel's idea.
Free meetings today.
Yeah, free meetings.
Or it just gets better and better and better. Free 5-minute meetings today.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's meetings today, and they're like, with who? And we're like, sit down.
We've been waiting for you.
You know, we've been
What do
wanting
you
to do
do?
this for a
How
while.
are
I'll
you?
come through.
See what happens.
That's
You know,
excellent.
and
I like that.
set up a camera and be like, all right, who are you? What are you doing? All right, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, we got something to plug. All right, cool.
Rig.
No, exactly.
Excellent. We do need a mobile rig.
Yeah.
Right
put it in our
on. All right,
backpack.
so any good restaurants in your neighborhood that I should know about?
He lives in Williamsburg.
My kitchen.
Okay, good.
He's
man.
a good
That's
cook.
a good
I guess
answer,
we're
man.
coming over.
Yeah,
No,
come
that's a
through.
good
I'll
answer.
make
It
you
sounds like
dinner.
I'm coming over, man. So thank you, and we can, you know.
Joel will fax you his dietary.
That's right. My rider.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
This was awesome.
Anytime.
This was great.